guys, my name is N6420, and today I'm doing another review for Marvel Spider-Man. This time episode 8 or 9 on how you like to put it. In this episode we are introduced as Tony Stark, otherwise known as Iron Man, and yeah, so let's get into this. We also see the appearance of the black suit again, which is pretty cool. So we kick things off in the episode because, okay, so kick things off in the episode, kick things off in the episode. We kick things off like where the last episode ended, where Spider-Man got rid of the black suit and gave it back to Max Modell, and is now using his old red and blues. So basically, when he's back wearing the red and blues, he starts heading to the Stark Expo because that's what they're doing today. What he's going to present, or like what his Horizon Height's going to present, is the V252, and they're going to present it over there at Stark Expo. But then, before he can even get to the Stark Expo, he says that he actually knows memories of the Stark Expo because he came there with Uncle Ben. He came there with Uncle Ben, and he said like he was almost close to touching Tony Stark, and he was like, he'll never wash those feet again. And I was like, what? Anyways, with Tony Stark, he almost, before he can even actually get into the Stark Expo, he actually sees a guy. He actually kind of sees like a character, like one of the people. I don't know why, but we're introduced to a new character, like Ghost, and for some strange reason, well, I don't even know. I feel like I'm gonna be called like a stupid or retarded. But his mask looks like exactly like Taskmaster. Just gonna put it out there. His mask, the character that is the villain of the day, looks like Taskmaster because of his mask. Anyways, besides the point, Peter says that Peter actually tries to fight him, but it's revealed that Taskmaster, or Ghost, that's his name. Ghost is a ghost, and he turns off Peter's equipment, which is web shooters, his goggles. So he's just using his plain old. It's just like it's just like he's wearing a regular costume. Anyways, after all that convenience, we see after Spider-Man tries to actually fight Ghost, he fails. But we get introduced to Iron Man, who Iron Man thinks, and Peter starts freaking out. But Iron Man actually assumes that Peter is his intruder because he's sneaking he thinks that Spider-Man is an intruder, because he's sneaking in like on top of the building. Anyways, Iron Man and Spider-Man start to fight, and it's revealed, and then Tony sees that Spider-Man is just like a kid, and then before anything can go wrong, Peter actually gets the upper hand and like takes like a steam thing and actually blinds Iron Man's sight, so he can't see him anymore. So he blinds him. But then I was supposed to mention this before. But during the fight, Peter somehow actually gets injured because Iron Man tries to trap Spider-Man, but Spider-Man moves too quickly. But then his arm, like his hand, gets caught in like some weird thing, like electronic thing, but it gets like scarred, I guess. Anyways, after all of that, Peter heads into the building where he sees the V252, and he's asking, and we're also introduced to the group. Also, we get to see Dr. Octavius with his arms again. You actually see him with his limbs for the first time ever. He actually looks like Dr. Octopus. Yay! Anyways, they say Anya says that or Miles says that because Peter wants to know where Max is, and then they tell him that he's like experimenting with the V252. So Peter decides to actually go to him and say that the 252 is a living thing. It's a living symbiote. Anyway, before he can do that, he runs to Harry Osborn's kind of like the Osborn Academy's attraction. But then Norman Osborn shoos off Peter because he's the competition. Anyway, and then Harry starts asking why, and then Norman says it's because he's the competition. Anyways, after that we get to see Max Modell experimenting with the symbiote, and it's revealed that Max Modell can actually change it to things, like he changes to a hand and changes to a shoe. Foot. And then like Peter tries to actually convince Max Modell that it's a living creature, but Max Modell doesn't actually think of that because he debunks it. Anyways, after all that, we see Tony Stark come. We see Tony Stark actually enter the room where Peter and Max Modell is, and Max Modell starts to talk with Tony Stark, and then Osborn comes into the building, or not into the room, and he says that he's the attraction, but Tony said that he's the attraction. And then we see like a little bit closure of Tony meets Peter, and then like we see like the little scar that Peter has from their fight, and after they're done actually having a conversation, Peter kind of makes it hold where awkward, so Tony actually leaves. But then we cut to like a scene where Tony's like it's during the Stark Expo, and Tony's revealing his new suit, the Mark 15 I think, or Mark 50, I forgot what it was, but it was a new Mark. Anyways, he makes it, but then Ghost appears out of nowhere and he takes control of the suit, and it's revealed that Ghost can actually control all things that are technology. So this leads Peter to actually change to a Spider-Man suit and save the day. But then he decides to work with Iron Man to take down Ghost. And during this whole thing, Peter's Iron Man's all the attractions over there at Stark Expo, they're all used against Spider-Man and Iron Man, and since they're all technology, Ghost can control them, and he can even control Iron Man's suit, which is weird, but also pretty cool, I guess. I kind of wish I wish we get to see more of Ghost later in episodes. It could be pretty cool, I guess. Anyways, we see that he's even able to make Dr. Octavius's limbs freaking functional and evil, I guess, or quote unquote evil. And then we see Harry actually have like the evil like sword, like kind of like a lightsaber, I think, but like he actually tries to help him. And then we see Flash Thompson try to help him. I forgot that. Flash Thompson's also in the episode, and he's trying to represent Midtown High with a papier-mâché volcano, like an old school one. Anyways, after that, Taskmaster has the upper hand because he's being both Iron Man and Spider-Man with technology, and anyways, it seems that Ghost has the upper hand because he's being both Iron Man and Spider-Man, and he's even actually able to actually make Iron Man take off his suit, and then Ghost actually uses his technology abilities to take control of Iron Man's arc reactor, which is which is most importantly his heart. And he tries to actually kill him, and it seems like everything is lost until Peter realizes that the only thing that's not actually technology there is the V252, and even swore that he wouldn't put it on. But he has to go against that rule. So he bashes the glass open where 252 is, and it makes him go back into the black Spidey suit. Anyways, when he actually has the black Spidey suit again, it goes easier for him because since it's not technology, it can actually work against Ghost. But then this also makes but everything goes to hell, or like everything goes bad for Spider-Man when the Ghost actually has the ability to control the Vulture suits that Norman Osborn actually has, and since Adrian Toome's suit has like a the sonic waves thing, not Taskmaster, Ghost used that against Spider-Man's symbiote, and it's real, and he actually sees that it's a living thing. Now, during this whole file, Max Modell sees that Peter was right, and that the symbiote was a living thing. And we even see Norman Osborn see an invasion of the suit, and then after that, we see a little bit of back, and then after that, Peter actually destroys all of the Vulture suits, and then he confronts Ghost, and he starts actually wailing him down until Iron Man stops him from actually killing him. And it's revealed like Ghost was actually a friend of Tony's that went overboard and lost sight of what's right, and he thinks that Spider-Man will lose sight of that. So Spider-Man realizes that he was wrong, and he tries to get off, but then he realizes he destroyed the Sonic thing. But Iron Man and Flash Thompson insist that they can actually pull off the suit, and they do. They pull off the suit, and there's kind of like a little mini freak out because when Flash is taking off the suit, Flash participates taking off the suit. The symbiote tries to bond with him, but it doesn't work because Iron Man actually bumps him out of the way. Before the episode ends, we see Peter get rid of the black suit, and then a bunch of things happen like off screen from the beginning. They take out Peter gets rid of the black suit. It gets retained by Doc Ock. It goes to defeated. We even see that Max Modell makes Doc Ock stop using his his mechanical limbs, and we even see that when Doc Ock is we even see Flash Thompson actually win the Stark Expo because his thing was not technology, so it couldn't actually work against him. And then we see Norman Osborn trying to persuade Doc Ock into joining Osborn Academy, which I kind of believe that I wanted to actually do a video on this, like a little mini theory that that the Sinister Six may be built up in Osborn Academy. Tell me if you guys want to see that. Actually, I'm gonna make I might actually do a little theory on that Osborn Academy will be the spark of the Sinister Six. So tell me if you guys want to see that theory. I guess tell me if you guys want to see that in the comments below. So yeah, everything happens, and at the end of the day, Peter tries to get an autograph from Iron Man, and then Iron Man says that he can mentor Spider-Man. But then before after Iron Man leaves, Peter gets his autograph, but Tony puts in Paul instead of Peter, and Peter's kind of distressed, but he doesn't actually care because he knows that that Iron Man will mentor him. So yeah, it was a pretty good episode. I would rate it about a 7.5 to an 8 out of 10. It was pretty cool, but it was 8. It was 7.5 out of 8. It was 7.5 out of 8. So what did you guys think? Tell me in the comment section below. What did you think? And tell me in the comment section below. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe if you're new. So see you guys later. Bye bye. Also, tell me if you want to actually see that theory of Sinister Six being in Osborn Academy. So see you guys later. Bye bye.